what's happening, my fellow geeks on the internet? I'm TGun coming at you with another video. This time I'm doing something that's a little bit different. Instead of showing you a custom minifigure, I've actually customized a Transformers figure. Now, just a little thing I want to go into quickly here. I've been a big fan of Transformers since I was, I think, about 7 when the first Transformers came out. I didn't see it in cinemas, but when we got the DVD, I remember I sat down and watched it one day. And I just fell in love. It blew my mind. Up until then, I was into TMNT and other sort of stuff. But then seeing the first 2007 Michael Bay Transformers blew my mind, and it became my favorite film for a long time. Then I've always loved all the films. And when Bumblebee came out, I came home and I found out that they made like studio series figures. Then I saw that they had one based off of Bumblebee. So what I decided to do was actually buy one, as you can see here, and which I actually received this today, and I decided to customize it. So I actually found like a while ago when The Last Night came out, I found a YouTuber, link will be below, and they were customizing, you know, The Last Night figures. I think they did Barricade, Megatron, Bumblebee, Drift, Optimus, you know, different characters, and I wanted to do it back then, but I just never got around to buying any of the figures. But then with Bumblebee, I saw some people do something really cool, and I then decided, hey, I want to give this a go. So I bought the figure, and I actually received this today, and earlier I actually filmed another video for an update video, and I ended up finishing this, so I decided I'll scrap the update video, and then I'll just showcase this. So it's not fully transformed because I can't get those clips at the back in, and I don't want to risk breaking them, and I'm not really going to have them in vehicle mode much anyway, but yeah. So I've now done a custom Bumblebee, and this was really fun, and I am wanting to actually go and get some more of the studio series, you know, figures, get like the Autobots, the 5 from the original film, plus sideswipe, and then get some Decepticons, paint them up, and display them. And eventually some of the Last Night figures, which I originally was going to get, but I never got around to buying. So, yeah, this was fun. Now I guess let's get straight into it. So, obviously what you can see here is I've gone over and weathered this Bumblebee figure. I can't remember the name of the guy, but I actually saw him do this as well. I'll leave a link below, and I'll probably have his name there, but he did a really cool weathering on Bumblebee here, so I decided to do the same. What I did was I went over in a chrome silver, went over each of the wheels here, and then on the back I also went over this railing, exhaust pipes down here as well, and on the front, the bumper bars, and I you know, just went over them in a chrome silver. I used Tamiya paint, what I usually use to paint minifigures, and that, so it looks really cool. Then I used like a native black, and just basically I painted it on, then I used like a rag and just wiped it or dabbed it, and just to get this weathered look, and it turned out pretty cool. So what I may do, I have got some paint on the way, so when I do get like my tans in, I may go over the wheels then, and I don't know, and then I was thinking maybe going over the windows in like a clear blue. Let me know what you guys would think. Clear blue on the windows here, or just leave them clear. So, yeah. But anyway, that's basically it for the car. You know, it rolls and everything. And like I said, I have trouble putting this back bit in because things are just way too tight. But, you know, like I said, I'm really going to have him in car mode. I've always preferred the robot modes, and they just look cool. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get ready to transforming him. So just open up the doors. Just open up this top. Now it was, you know, getting this, I got a little bit of nostalgia because I remember when I was younger, like with around the time of the first film, I got some of the Transformers toys, and Bumblebee was my very first toy. I got, like, you know, one of the original toys, which I've sold them all now. I sold them a while ago. But, so I just found a little bit of nostalgia that the first toy I'm getting in, like, that I'm going to get for, like, a collection, because I do want to do more, like I said. actually change this up a bit. I do want to get more figures just to customize and, you know, give like a similar treatment and just have a nice collection of Transformers figures. And I just found, you know, it's a bit funny that this was the actual first one I got, Bumblebee. So, yeah. But, that face pop. Yeah, alright, his face just popped off. Alright, let's give it a sec. Alright. So that goes in there. Gonna move this down, tab it in. So there's definitely more to showcase in the robot mode. Okay, pick that in. Bring down the doors. But yeah, like I said, despite what everyone says about the Michael Bay Transformers film, you know, I still enjoy them, you know. Revenge of the Fallen is probably my least favorite out of them, but I still enjoy it. It's like, it's, you know, I'll rank it at the bottom, but I still have fun watching it. And same with The Last Night, it's probably rank it the second last, but I still have fun. So, alright, so there he is, just trying to get him to stand without falling. Alright, that'll do. So there he is. So you can see all the weathering that he has. So I'll try and zoom in a little bit. So what I did to this robot mode, for the abdomen down here, I went over it in gunmetal grey because it was originally just this weird grey colour. Oh, his hand's starting to fall off. Alright, so his abdomen was like this weird, like, drab grey colour. So I went over in gunmetal, and I went over all the robotic bits in gunmetal. As you can see, down here, I went over in like a flat aluminium or like a silver color because with the reference I was looking at, he has silver there, but the other robotic parts are actually gunmetal. So yeah, I decided to do that. I actually went over some of the other bits here in just chrome silver, much like what I did with up here, just to give it like a little bit more of a pop. And I did a similar thing up on the shoulder here. I did it all, like this whole arm for the mechanical part is all gunmetal, added a little bit of silver there. I originally did actually paint the hands gunmetal, but what I did was I actually went over in a flat aluminium silver, as I did realize that his hands are just a silver color, not gunmetal, and so it really works out well here. And over here it's got a similar sort of design, and then I added the gunmetal in there. I didn't actually paint over the yellow stuff besides the weathering. You know, I felt like my yellow paints wouldn't actually work, so I just left it, but yeah. Now, the picture showed them to display the doors like this, but I just usually move it back and just have it a little bit angled, like how they are in the movies, like in the Michael Bay films. He didn't have the doors in the back. I wish there was a way to fold up the doors, but I just like angling them back a little bit more. But yeah, so as you can see, I added the weathering all throughout, just using native black, just painting it on, and then just dabbing it off or wiping it off. So it's a pretty cool technique, and I think it really works well. For the feet, I don't know if you saw, added some gunmetal around there and just weathered the toe caps and stuff. So yeah, I did the same like all throughout the figure. So I guess I'll show you him with his accessories now, so if I can get the face off. Weapons, I did the same treatment, so I didn't really do too much to the gun. I have seen, like, people, they actually, you know, cut off the arm cannon and just create their own one, just to make it a bit more accurate, but I didn't want to do that and risk breaking it, so I just thought I'd leave it as is, and it's fine. I just added some gunmetal on the end here and just added some weathering, and for the blade I just added some weathering and just gunmetal for the blade as well, so gives it a pretty cool sort of, there we go. I'm just gonna angle his head. Alright, so that's as good as pose as I can do. But yeah, so there's Bumblebee, all custom painted and stuff, so yeah, I really like how this guy turned out. As I said before, I'm really wanting to go and get some of the new Studio Series figures. Get Optimus, Ironhide, Jazz. I'll get Ratchet, but from the Dark of the Moon version of Ratchet, as I do prefer that paint scheme, or like that sort of version of Ratchet over the original film. So, you know, it'll probably be a standout, but, you know, I'd rather have my favorite version of Ratchet than one that I'm not a big fan on. And I'll get the other Bumblebee like in the old Camaro at the start of the first film. And then I'll get some of the Decepticons like Megatron. That really needs a paint job because it's just a really crappy grey colour at the moment. But yeah, so eventually I'll get them. I think Jazz will be next, or Bumblebee, like the other Bumblebee. But yeah, let me know what you think of this figure below. Again, I do apologise, I don't have actually any other figures to compare him with or go next to him. And eventually, once the Transformers Bumblebee Optimus comes out, I do want to get that so I can have the two of them together on display. And then eventually I want to go back to the Last Night figures and get a few of them because they still look really cool. Like, I really want to get the Megatron, Nitro, Barricade, Optimus, and I don't know, Bumblebee maybe, but yeah. So I have a couple of different displays of different figures, just all customized and stuff. So yeah, so let me know what you think of this figure down below. Again, despite what everyone says about the Michael Bay films and, you know, how a lot of people aren't big fans of them, for me personally, I love all of them. Some more than others. Bumblebee itself, like the movie, I don't know where I'd rate it at the moment. Dark of the Moon's always been my favorite film, so I have no idea where if I rank this, if I like this more than Dark of the Moon or the other, or Dark of the Moon more than this. So yeah, it's kind of hard for that, but yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and share for more. Hopefully I can do a minifigure showcase soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Links to everyone like who I kind of mentioned, or you know, videos who I'd watched that inspired me to do this with the Bumblebee figure will be down below. So go check them out, as they do really cool Transformers figures as well. And also shout out to Charles from Dare to Entertain, as he also likes Transformers. So yeah. Anyway, that's all, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, bye!